Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How are we doing today? Oh, we don't have music on the screen. One second. How are we doing today? Actually, I know how I can do this. I do scene here. There we go. Now you should have background music. Yeah, it looks like you do. Well, welcome in, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Bear with me. I made myself a peanut butter sandwich. Yes, just peanut butter. So, I hope you all are doing well. Thank you, Prince. I appreciate you. All right, we're out of it now. My bad. That was from last time I streamed. I hope you all are doing well. I was bored. I wanted to do art. I didn't want to do homework. So I said, let's do art instead. Yeah, I was just like, I don't want to do homework today. I really don't. I need to do homework though, because it's due tomorrow. And that's the end of the session. So we might do it at the end of stream. But welcome in. I hope you all are doing well. I'm getting my glove back on. Sorry, I'm dying. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? We all doing all right? I don't know what we're gonna design. I want to design an outfit for Rose. So, but I don't have any inspiration pictures pulled up, so we may have to. God, I hate how this controls. Well, let's start off with a neckline, I guess. Back is moist, but other than that, I'm good. I feel that. I walked 7 miles today and I have a blister on my foot. It hurts so fucking bad. But I had a great time. I met a new friend at a coffee shop today. It was our first time meeting. We had been talking for a couple of weeks. And, all right, I need to turn up the stabilization. Oh, that was so good. That was so good until it wasn't. But I ended up meeting a new friend at a coffee shop. We had been talking for weeks online. And, like they had just moved to the area, and I was like, well, how about we meet up and chat and get some coffee? And they were very nice. I told them that I was broke. My account's actually negative currently. And they were like, hey, and they were like, hey, I'll cover your coffee. Don't worry about it. And I was like, you know what? If you're willing to do that, I appreciate it. And so we ended up meeting up and and we walked and talked for 3 hours. And so we walked for 7 miles. I was impressed. And we were going at like, not a super fast pace, but we were going at a decent enough pace that I was just like, wait, what? Yeah, it was pretty impressive. All right, let me see. Let me zoom in here. I'm always really bad at doing sketches. I'm always like straight into line art whenever I do art. Maybe I need to do more sketches first. I don't want to do a super deep neckline, but I want to do something that's... Yeah, that would be pretty deep if I wore it IRL. So I really wanted to develop my art skills more, and so that was kind of my inspiration for streaming today. I was like, you know what? I haven't done art in a hot minute. And the art that I have done on stream was very much years ago. Pardon me. Didn't mean to burp in your ears. But I hope you all are having a lovely day. It's good to see you all. You're fine, it didn't register? Ah, good. Good, good. I'm never sure what my mic picks up, because sometimes it picks up weird shit. Especially when I'm recording covers. Y'all, I recorded another cover earlier this week, and I did it basically in a one take, and it turned out pretty good. I'm not upset about it, so. I just don't have art or anything for the cover, so it'll end up probably being, you know what, maybe I don't like that. Maybe get a ruler or a symmetry line. The question is, where do I do the symmetry at? No, there we go. That's perfect. All in good time. All in good time. Absolutely. That's not super deep, is it? I feel like that's pretty decent. I don't like that it doesn't erase on both sides. That's fine. So that's basically the top. Maybe I do a summer outfit for Rose. I don't know. I need to come up with a new outfit and a new design. And I want it to be with my current design, because I do have a Rose 2.0 that I had one of my friends do, which is absolutely stunning. I absolutely adore the design. But I'm not ready to showcase it yet, because that would cost me so much money that I just do not have. Alright. That's not how that would actually work. So that's the basic outline of the dress. I do want it to be a dress. You know what? I was really inspired by a piece of art that I saw the other day. Someone was wearing a straitjacket in it, and I was like, oh, Rose in a straitjacket would be so much fun. So we shall see. We'll see what I come up with. This is definitely not geared towards, well, if I want to do a straitjacket, I need to do this differently then. I need to do something really, let me pull up an image of a straitjacket. Also, the thumbnail on YouTube is wrong. I need to make it. Okay, so that's some general imagery of the straitjacket. I was very inspired by the straitjacket simply because, not that I've been trying to imply anything with it, but more of its storytelling abilities, that it can that you can be powerful even without like the ability to, like, your voice is powerful. You don't need your hands. You don't, like, I'm still literally sitting here speaking with my hands. You don't need your hands to tell a story. You don't need things like that. So let's see. If I wanted to do a straight jacket, it would need to come down. Wouldn't it be an LGBT jacket since you're not straight? Yeah, that's a fair fucking point. Oh, am I past the 10-minute mark? I am past the 10-minute mark. We're fine. I don't know how to draw this. This is where my art abilities do not exceed. But I guess I could do the framing of it, and then I could commission an artist eventually. But do I want the... Y'all, I'm indecisive. I want to do the straight jacket and design, but I'm not ready to do the straight jacket and design because I don't want to do it for a model. I want to do it for a song. I want to do the straight jacket for a song, and I'm not ready for that song yet. Because that's going to be an original song that I eventually write. Yes, I do have one original song currently written. I need to go back through and update the lyrics and have my producer friend help me with it. So maybe we do something a little bit lighthearted. We've done an idol outfit. We have, what other Rose versions do we have? We could do an emo outfit. Maybe we do an emo Rose. So what if we do a, let me turn off the symmetry ruler for now. What if we do an off the shoulder? Yeah, what if we do an off the shoulder? No. And then we do an undershirt that's a tank top style with spaghetti straps. I know you've been de-Genshin pilled for a while, but have you seen their new character showcase tweet they put out earlier today? I saw the Saritsa, and that's about all I saw. And then I saw Noi as well. That's about all I saw. I was actually very excited. It kind of made me want to re-download Genshin, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I will re-download Genshin ever, but I was very tempted, I'm not gonna lie. No, that's definitely not right. I don't need to do this on a... All right. Use my abilities. Yeah, I'm considering getting my VTuber hair to be like a noise. Ooh, okay. I like it. Oh, you know what I do here? I do this. I bring it down. That comes back up here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's already intentionally off-centered. Yes, there we go. And then we bring it down here. Say the words, but I miss you. So please don't think something good. I'm listening to very different music than what you all are. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this for YouTube purposes. I don't want YouTube to copyright me. I don't want copyright striked. No. Try again. I don't like that. Why am I doing it straight? Clothes aren't always straight. And neither are you. Clothes are not always straight, and neither are you. This will make more sense as I continue to go, I swear. This will make more sense as I continue to go. Welcome in, Sirius. Hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful day? Wonderful day. Jesus, don't die. There's the Pride humor we've come to know and adore from you. I'm glad I can provide today. Yeah, I want to do an oversized shirt here. But do I want to do pants or do I want to do a skirt? That is the question. We do shorts. We meet in the middle. We do shorts. But we do high-rise shorts. And then we do thigh highs. That's what we do. I'm trying to think of emo outfits. Hi, I'm trying to kill a mosquito that's trying to eat me, and I'm waiting on hubby to get home, hopefully, with a tube of biscuits for dinner since I made chicken and dumplings in the crock pot, but need dumplings. Fair. We love chicken and dumplings. That sounds so good. I'm so hungry. All I had was a peanut butter sandwich today. That's so exciting, though. I'm happy for you. No, I do want to do a skirt. Huh. Maybe we do a pleated skirt like Miku? Made too much, I'll ship it to you? Hell yeah. That's what it's awesome. Thank you. Alright, so this is where the... How far down the leg is that? It's not terribly far down the leg, I guess. Hey, Craig. All right, that's the basic outline of our main emo. Main emo fit. Oh my God, Rose, speak the English language, please. I'm begging you. Words, English, speak it. You know how to. You took English classes all throughout high school. You would think you would understand how to speak. Okay, but to be fair, English is not the same as communication or speaking. Yeah, debatable. Yeah, debatable. English is more for reading than it is for actual Do we want to do a fluffy skirt? Maybe we do a fluffy skirt. Can we do ruffles underneath? Yeah, I'm listening to very different music than what you all are. I'm so sorry. The non-fluffy method is giving dress shirt vibes. Shirt dress vibes. The non-fluffy method is giving shirt dress vibes. Yes, understood. So maybe we do fluffy. Sorry, I misread that. My brain was like, what? And then it processed, and then it didn't process it properly. Speaking of reading, I started a new book today, reading Remarkably Bright Creatures before I watched the new Netflix adaptation. Heck yeah. I need to get back into reading really bad. I have a couple of books downstairs. that I really want to read. And I just haven't spent the time to. And I literally have the time to, I just haven't. Life is busy. I don't know if I told you all, I got a new job and I have new hire orientation on Monday. So I'm hopeful for that. So we'll see. I don't like this. I don't like the skirt shape. Best of luck with that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hopeful. I think it'll be fine. I read way more than the average person, but or I read way more than the average person, but I get it. It's just something. It's something that I used to do so consistently in like high school and middle school that I look back on that time and I'm like, I know my language and my linguistic skill and everything was so much better back then because of it, and my imagination was stronger, and that's what I struggle with now. It's like, all right, I miss being able to have that linguistic and like that linguistic skill that I really want. Let me see if I can. So that's just the top there. Now if I do the fill. Not the lasso tool. Why? Why is that? All right, that's fine. Oh, there we go. So that's kind of the vision that we have here. And then that's kind of, yep. Because I didn't add a bottom to it. Let me add a quick bottom to it. And then we'll make this actually bright pink. Give differentiation. This is getting giggles and says nothing. Did I do something? Did I do something that I'm not aware of? Because that sounds like something I'd do. I got a bachelor's in English Lit because I loved it so much growing up. During undergrad, I couldn't read for fun because of school, but got back into it after. That makes sense. Add a bottom to it. Yeah. Oops. Let's see. I don't like that shape. Let me do this instead. Let me do... No. Black. Yeah, I'm listening to hella different music than you all. I hope that you all at least enjoy the background music that I've chosen, like for YouTube streaming and such. I hope that I hope that's at least nice. I don't know if I like that either. Huh. This is design. This is not. I'm not saying I'm a grade A artist. I need to remember that. I'm not a grade A artist. I'm not saying that at all, but I do need to understand how fashion principles work for me to be able to design better and more simplistic outfits. Because right now, all my outfits are extremely complex and I'm kind of tired of them being super complex. Let's see. I'm thinking we do a lattice pattern. This is leaning less emo, and this is leaning more scene, which is fine. I don't care. I'm still gonna call it emo. Emo and scene and punk and goth all have such a crossover that it's fine. No. Avril emo. Exactly. Well, we should specify Avril emo after first album. This is Avril emo after first album. This is not first album Avril. Oh yeah. Like Height of Girlfriend album. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we'll do a white section. We'll do a white undershirt. Avril Mo post first album. Yes, absolutely. I remember when my brother showed me What the Hell for the very first time, and I was like, oh, I want to be a woman. Because I wanted that energy. That might be an exaggeration. There were definitely other instances before then that were that led me to that conclusion, but that was one of the many. Let's see. This is very simple. It's arguably too simple. How can we, so, all right, so this is a base outfit. So now what we need to add is like things like bracelets. Don Quixote. So we're gonna add bracelets. That does not look like bracelets. I'm trying to do bubble bracelet thing, like a crystal bracelet. Hold on, let me get closer. Gotta get the trans colors in there. And yes, I am intentionally doing them backwards. All right, that is not the same color. That is also not the same color. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, my screen isn't calibrated. That's why. I don't care enough. This is close enough. All right. That is kind of what I'm thinking about. Like, all right, so we get a bracelet on both sides at that. So we do, on this side, we do, we also do a necklace. What type of necklace do we do? Do I have a chain brush? I do not have a chain brush. I have feathers, I have stars, I have clouds, I have a lot of nature stuff, I have hearts, I have glass. This could look like one if I do it correctly. Nope, well I guess who didn't do it correctly? And then we erase the top line. So we got a necklace. We got a bracelet. I'm trying to think about the 7 principles of like 7 elemental. What is the term? Now I gotta look it up. CB, thank you for the lurk. Seven characteristics of emo. That is kind of what I'm looking for. There, 7 principles of fashion is what I'm gonna look up. 7 elements of fashion design. Jeez, why was that word so hard? Color, line, shape, form, space, texture, and value. So maybe we add like something like a veil. The black veil. I'm doing a that's horrific. Rose, you can do better. Why did I almost just dead name myself? Happy Pride Month, I suppose. And then y'all, can you tell it's a chaos day? I think it's pretty obvious. What am I? All right. No, hold on. You know what we're doing? We're scrapping. We're scrapping everything. What do I want to convey? Characteristics that we want to convey. We're gonna write on this other dude who's just sitting here in the corner that you all have barely seen. All right. So what are we trying to convey? Because I can make a simple design. That's not an issue. All right. I need to turn down the stabilization apparently. Characteristics. Emo. What era? What era emo? Are we talking modern day emo? Are we talking 2000s emo? Emo, fashion, eras. TheDarkAttitude.com. All right, I guess we're looking at this one. That's just a generic article that doesn't actually have pictures. Emo aesthetics wiki. Mid 1980s within the Washington DC hardcore punk scene. Fascinating. Fashion. Early emos. We're not doing early emos. We're not doing mainstream emos. Or maybe we are doing mainstream emos. There's Midwest email. Of course there is. I knew that. I knew that to be true. Go stay. Characteristics. Email. I like that how that's all I've written. For anybody who's coming into the stream, they're just like, what do you mean characteristics emo? That's funny. Always be honest. Actually, you know what? I need to put on my emo music to get into the mood. Let me listen to... Let me switch what I'm listening to. What did I wear in my emo days? A lot of it was jeans and band t-shirts. So we need to do a graphic tee for sure. Graphic tee. High tops. And then everything else, those are the main two things that we need to keep in mind when we're doing this. Oh, you know who we're gonna put on? Yep, I know what we're doing. Y'all can't hear this because it's copyrighted. I'm sorry. So those are our two main things that we need to convey our imagery. 3 highlighted hair. I'm at 17, and the world to me. So email, graphic tee, high tops, highlighted hair. Those are the main 3 things we need. You know the only difference between me and a thrush? Gotcha. Okay. That's a wild message to start with. It's a wild message to start with. Characteristics, emo, graphic tee, high tops, highlighted hair. What else? What would go well with this? Do we do ripped jeans, I guess? Ripped jeans is what the style was. But how do you VTuberify? That's a new term. Yeah, that's a new term for you all. Okay, VTuber. Hello. If I email, or rather, it's how do we take email and VTuberify it? That's your new question. I guess things that you can do is I mean, what? I'm clipping that. That's funny. What? No, genuinely, what are some things that we can do to VTuberify emo? So taking a graphic tee, take graphic tee and VTuber logo. In punk style. Here's where you all get to learn that I have terrible handwriting. It's also much different to write on the drawing tablet, so. VTuber logo and punk. High tops. Oh, I know how to VTuberify these. Add a heel. Oh, we are not doing this song. Nope. Absolutely not. I will cry. Oh, I love this song though. I wish you all could listen. Okay. Yeah. And your account was made when? Alright. I don't know if you all could see that or not, actually. Hold on. You shouldn't have been able to. All right, we're back. All right. So add a heel, highlighted hair. Either separate strands or underlayer. Diff color. I'll understand that. Pardon me. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. So take the graphic tee, turn the VTuber logo into punk. High tops, add a heel, and highlighted hair, make it separate strands, and or underlay, or make the underlayer a different color completely. So in my case, this would be blue. As blue is my accenting color to the pink. Okay, so we got some vision now. The other things that we could do to VTuberify this is instead of doing jeans, we could do tech pants. But tech pants don't match emo. Tech pants fall under its own thing. That's another option. Do I want to do pants or do I want to do a skirt? And if I do a skirt, how do you do an emo skirt? Let me look up emo skirts. I have the vision in mind, but okay, a lot of them are pleated nowadays with plaid and chains. Yeah, a lot of them are also pleated. So if but there's what I see a couple here that are ruffly, like they have different layers. Ooh, actually, that might have been my inspiration right there. Maybe we scrap maybe we tuck in the oversized t-shirt. Yeah, like do a French tuck style. Subliminal mind, America. All right, so we tuck in skirt. Multi-layer skirt. All right, so with that being said, now we can go ahead. Now we have a better understanding of what we're actually doing. This is what I need to do more often. So, redneck agenda. All right, so now we'll go ahead and we'll add our ruler and we'll do the welcome to a new kind of mention all across the alien nation. Oh my god, we already have ads coming up. I'm so sorry. We're gonna play through those ads. We're gonna do art through those ads. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do here. We're gonna also turn up our stabilization because I forgot that I turned it down way high. No, I don't want the waist to be up that high. Because I want the shirt to really have like its moment. So this was the first layer. I hate that I did that. I could do better. Let me just erase it. New kind of tension all across the alien nation. There we go. And then there was a second layer right underneath it that did the same exact thing. All right, this layer needs to be bigger then. Yeah, now we have the vision. But now what do we think? Maybe we fill it in with pink. Now this is giving more scene. My baby's got a gun, my baby's got a gun. Alright. Now we add a waistline to it. There we go. I don't know if I like how I did the bottom ruffle. Yeah, plaid and chains is definitely the way to go here. So now if we did plaid and chains, and we did chains, like, let's say we added, yes, we could do a skirt hike on one side. I read it the first time, I'm not going to read it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, I had an idea. How bad does this look? Be real with me. If my art abilities were a lot better, how bad does this look? Not what I meant to do. Also, I'm so sorry. We do have those ads playing right now. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's different. A skirt hike with alternating platforms, and then we could decorate this. So ideally, this isn't ruffled. This is more... I wish I had practiced art more growing up, but it's fine. This is pleated. So maybe instead I draw it. Yeah, that doesn't... it's not bad, actually. I gotta practice it. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe it's better if I do it this way. I'm screaming it. This part doesn't look bad. The rest of it is a lot harder. This is where I need to turn off the ruler again, isn't it? No, not what I meant to do. Welcome back from ads. Sorry about that. Maybe. Think. How does one do pleated? How does one do pleats? How does one draw pleats? Hold on, I have a reference that I could look up. That's how. And then we connect these by doing this. Yes. All right. I'm not a perfect artist by any means, but I'm learning. All right, let's see. It's not terrible. I could do it better though. Let me see. That still doesn't look like pleats. Does it? Am I crazy? Am I just being hard on myself? I don't know how to do pleats. Y'all, I'm struggling. Because the pleats I'm looking at are different than how I'm drawing them. How do pleats work? They're stitched up here. They're stitched in a strange way up here. Let's see. So if pleats are done all the way up here, and then the image is portrayed all the way down here, really, I'm fine to do this. Alright, I did the angle on that one, on that last one wrong. No! Wrong! I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Scream in your ear. I'm gonna give you all a big scream. Big ah. Y'all want a big ah? Down, over. Down, over. Down, over. That just looks like runes. Doesn't look like rune pleats. Maybe it's a shading thing. Maybe I'd accomplish it better in shading. Maybe I just do this. And then we bring it down another tier. Sorry, y'all. I hope you all are having a good day, though. All right, let's see. Let's continue doing pleats, I suppose. Try to. I don't know if these pleats are really coming out as pleats, but... This is just looking more like lattice than it is. But you know what? I can always specify to the artist that this is pleats. Not this song. Not matching the vibe. Sovereigns, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm just trying to be there, tripping on the grapevine. Alright, that's our skirt. Ideally, this is pleated. And then we have our shirt tucked into it, but it's oversized, so it actually does more of this shape. How do I do this? Yeah. And then let me erase this bit. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. Okay. All right, let's see. So ideally, this would actually just do this and then would cover, and there'd be a, yeah, it would just be a tank or a bra, whatever underneath. Just showing full strap instead of skinny strap. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. And then here we have a tight on this side. And all right, I think I got the vision in mind. You what you came for. I was doing so good, and then I forgot that knees do that. That thing where they bend right there. That's fine. And then on this one, we do a thigh high. No. Stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't. There we go. And then we do our high top shoes. No. God. Can I draw shoes? I know what I'm envisioning when I think of these shoes. There's our bracelet. And then we have a choker necklace. And then we add decorations to the hair. Instead of doing a veil, we do decorations to the hair, like bows. Also got to do the over the eye hair. Especially that one. And then we do our big pigtails off of this. Or do we do pigtails or do we do long straight hair? Rose has buns with side swept hair, so we do side swept hair again. Yes, there we go. Now we're getting into it. How do I do transparency on a layer? Oh, I have to do a new layer. And then little bit of you see between those pretty little eyes. Oh, it's not completely closed in. This is why I should have. This is why I should have done a different layer for these. It's fine. Just erase them really quick. Designs. Beneath those pretty little eyes. Only she knows. Let me zoom out and check how that looks. Yes. Yes, that's good. That's better. All right, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. We'll do us part, work of art. You'll never take us alive. Someone is out there revving their engine. I don't know if you all can hear it, so. Not really? Good. Good, good. All right, let's see. So we mentioned VTuber logo and Pong. I can't really do that style, so I'm not gonna attempt it. High tops add a heel. So if I design the shoes from a side angle, let me do that. So this is as high as the, so this is the height of the shoe. It bumps out for the heel. Bumps out for the heel. Hits the floor. Yeah, I went and looked. He's revving it to show off to some kids. Like, dude. This is the style of high top that I'm thinking. So it's similar to, you know, your usual nondescript logo here. Maybe we do a diamond shape instead of a star shape. This is the side design. So this is kind of what I'm thinking side design wise. And then there's a bunch of, you know, grommets that have laces. Agreed. Agreed. Don't get me wrong. I like cars. I do enjoy cars. And there are times and places for you to rev your engine. There are. This is not one of those times. You're in a residential neighborhood. You are not at a car show. You are not revving to impress anybody. You are revving in your neighborhood to show off to some kids. I don't know if I like this. No, keep it. I know you aren't a fan, but just keep it. No. It seems he stopped, so. More importantly, your revving is feeding into the surround sound of our favorite river. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you. Sorry, I was reaching out to one of my artists. Honestly, I could really care less about him like disrupting stream. I care more that he is disrupting more than just me. He's disrupting everybody in the neighborhood. That's what I care about. But maybe he isn't disrupting people. Maybe I'm just crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. I literally have a picture of this reference, and Okay, they're not the same that I thought they were. There is a version that does this, but this is not the version I was looking at. Yes, yes, the wedge. Yes, the Converse wedge. The Chuck Taylor wedge. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to reference. I gotta show you all these now because they're really funny. And I absolutely adore them. It's these things. This is what I'm trying to reference here. This is what I'm trying to reference. Ow. 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 Sorry. Move layer. How do I shrink this? Yeah, these are what I'm trying to reference here. How do I shrink this? There we go. Do you see the vision as to what I was trying to do? I don't think I did too bad, actually. I remember that pretty spot on. I think I did that pretty spot on. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. No. Wrong. There we go. First night I'm into you. I wonder how we got this far. All right, that's good enough. I'll add it in the reference images of the actual Chuck Taylor wedge that I was referencing. I saw those once in a Korean horror movie, and I've been obsessed with them ever since. I was not anticipating the song to play. Prison gates won't open up for me. Mother's enemies, I'm falling on each for you. Well, I'm terrified of these four walls. These iron bars can't hold my soul, and all I read is you. Please. There we go. That's better. Make it more round. All right, that is our main design. That is our main outfit for Rose. What do we think? What do we think? I think it's all right. I'm pretty happy with it. It'll look better when an artist actually does it. Looks good? Good. Good. Good, good, good. On the edge of the 18th story and all I see. Alright, we'll go ahead and see. God, I just broke one of my, not broke, but like, I have a standee sitting on my desk and I just accidentally scratched it. Or maybe it's already scratched. It is already scratched. Did I buy a scratch standee? Pissed. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna save this. actually. I just saved over the existing PSD instead of downloading it as a save as. Fuck. I don't care. It's fine. Let's see. That sucks. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. Well, let me at least rename it. And didn't teach me wrong from right. Let's just do some more art, I guess. Hi, Emma. Say it if it's worth saving. How you doing, Emma? Good to see you. Doing okay, been home for like half an hour? Hell yeah. Hopefully work was okay. Dang, it took you a while to drive home then today, didn't it? Not to pry into your business, but... or spout your business on stream, but... It only took like 22 minutes. That's not terrible. I thought it was long. It seemed like it was longer than that. Maybe, but maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Times I've tried. So we have that version open. We have, what is this? This is just labeled standard. It is literally the standard one. Okay, good. So I do at least have another copy of the base thing. Maybe I'm just tired. I forget if that was a specific Deltarune track or not, but it did sound like a track in the game. No, all of these are free to use sounds. That I found on Dova Syndrome. It's a Japanese website that allows composers to upload their music and streamers can use it completely copyright free. It's pretty cool. Okay, I have that. I'm looking at all the different art bases that I have because I have a ton of them. Why do I have a deer icon base? Hold on, let's look at this. Why do I have a deer? I'm not a deer. Probably because the horns. Probably because the horns. Dirt. 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 I thought you intentionally put dirt. Yeah, so this is what we designed. I'll turn on the... These are the shoes I was trying to design, and I'm terrible at doing shoes. I'm terrible at doing shoes. I can do shoes if they're already existing, but I can't add shoes, if that makes sense. I don't know how I used to draw on my phone. I have no idea how I used to draw on my phone. I used to, though. So what if you can see the darkest side of me? Someone never seen this animal I have become. Tell me believe it's not the real me. I forgot that I had these. We may try and do some of these. I'll see if I can actually do my design on them. This is going to be difficult. do do. So do I just draw on a completely separate layer? I suppose I do. See if I can match the style. Yeah, that's about the same size. Chat, what do we think? Act like a mountain and do it. What do you mean? I don't know. Hold on. Y'all, I'm such a what's the word I'm looking for? Perfectionist. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to art. What is this base? I did not recognize that I had this base. I totally forgot about this. The wings are huge. Look at those. Emma, thank you for the free Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Well, that's a cutie with big ol' wings. Big ol' wings. Oh, I forgot that I got this piece of art. I love this piece of art. Look at this. Look at how pretty this art is. That's me when I was still a wolf dragon. I wanted this animated. That's why I got it. Let's see. Yeah, we have quite a few bases, but I'm not sure what I want to work on. I could work on my one project logo that I was working on. That was a really rough draft. I was going to commission someone to do it, but... Oh. I forgot that I had this one. This was fire. Why was I so hard on myself just now? I was doing this good of art just a little bit ago. This is so good. What if I did? What if I use this as a Rose outfit? What if I use this as a feminine Rose outfit? Take off the wings. Where's the wings? And just used this. The colors are a lot. I would tone down the colors. What do we think? Could work as a unisex option for sure. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, is like using this outfit as a unisex option. Yeah, that's actually really good. I'm really proud of myself. Why am I being so hard on myself with doing this new emo Rose? I know it's on your current hot model, but maybe one shoulder hanging over the other on it as well. For some asymmetry, kind of like this. I was leaning towards that, yeah. Changing this from being, yeah. This is old art. When was I last working on this piece? Last I edited this was January 10th of 2024. I know exactly what I was going through at this time too. I forgot that I had this as well. I feel like that's a pretty accurate Rose. What the? It's screaming. It's just me screaming. All right. I'm getting sidetracked. There we go. And then we'll resave this. Let's see. We could design another outfit. So we have an emo outfit for Rose now. Oh, you know what we do? We take this shirt and we put it onto the other one. That's what we do. That's what we do. Can I just copy this over? I cooked so hard with this design. I cooked so hard, and then it's never seen the light of day. Then again, this was like 2 years ago before I came out as trans. So let me do a merge selected layers. Now, can I just copy this over? Can I have 2 windows? I can have 2 windows. This doesn't work the way I want it to. Oh, there we go. Look at that. If I could recook like that. Oh. There's got to be a way that I can just copy this design. Oh, you know what I do? I isolate what this is. What song is this? Oh, that's why. All right. This one can stay for now. And then we render this out. We export it as a single layer PNG. Sure, that works. And we come back over here, close this, do not save. And we open it, import an image. Faces whip. A bitter discussion. And then we about only the image part that we need. Paste. And then we move this over. Yeah, there we go. Then we scale and rotate. We scale it up. Oh wait, it won't let me. Why? Cancel. How do I rest? All right, rasterize and then maybe? Yes, there we go. Oh, recooked. All right, that's it. Stream's over. Stream's over. We did it. We made the design. The design is made. I can't believe I cooked so hard long ago and it's coming in handy now. That's so exciting. God, I forgot how talented and how skilled I am sometimes. Y'all, I did it. I cooked. I really cooked. In the night sky. Y'all, what do we think? How fire is this design now? This is like a true emo, too. This is like a true 2000s emo in their prime. It's fire. Correct. We cooked here. Somebody cooked here. And it was me. I cooked here. I cooked here. The colors don't work. I would choose a different color palette than what I've done. I cooked. I cooked again. And now they match the shoes. I'm cooking. I'm cooking so hard. I'm gonna send this to somebody. Gotta get their opinion. The first comment person made, something your bra strap is showing. Yeah, that's intentional. That's part of the emo look. That's the VTuberified. See, we came up with a word earlier. Emma, you weren't here. We came up with a word for all the characteristics we were looking for. Emma, look at this. VTuberify. Characteristics, emo. We gotta VTuberify emo. Make emo VTuberified. So we wanted a graphic tee, high tops, and highlighted hair. So we took a graphic tee. We're gonna do a VTuber logo in punk. We don't need that because we figured out what we're doing now. High tops, add a heel. We got that. Highlighted hair, separate strands or underlayer, different color, blue. Tucked in the shirt and a multi-layer skirt. Look at what we did. We've VTuberified. Angel in my head. I wonder if you all could guess what I'm listening to if I started mouthing the lyrics. Sorry for the ads. What other things can we add to this design to make it more VTuberified? Yes, it was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. All right. So now that we've cooked on this outfit, we got to cook again. Thigh high stockings with one slightly put lower than the other. That's the intention. I just didn't draw it yet. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a tight, or like a one-legged tight, basically, or a really tall stocking. And then the other one is going to be more like a striped sock. For alibi, pride is just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Opened up my evil eyes. 'Cause I'm Mr. Brightside. Should we make it loose or should it be tight? I never. We're gonna make it loose. Oh, that was so good, and then I messed it up. Sorry for the ads. Welcome back. Or will you journey? Heaven knows I ain't getting over you. Let's see. So different. We could make amends. Till then, I'll just pretend. And then we're gonna take that same color from earlier, this one. Now we're gonna put it every other stripe, and every other stripe on the other one is gonna be black, or should it be white? Probably black. Where's my fill button? There it is. Oh, Emma, thank you for saying it, because I wouldn't have done it otherwise. I had that thought, but I hadn't done it yet, and I was kind of debating if it would look good. Yeah, that looks good. Thank you, Emma. Actually, we're gonna change it to be this color. We were not so different. I know it's a very slight difference, but we want it to match the shirt a little bit. On me with my shade till morning way down. Oh, look at that. Alrighty. What else? What else can we do to make this more... beanie with pins, buttons in it. You're so right. Bell room. All right, let me set another ruler. It looks like a helmet. It just looks like a helmet. How does one draw beanie? It just looks like a helmet, but it's fine. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. That is wrong. Just as I renewed. Draw part of the bottom of it flipped up a bit like it's a layer on top of it. Thank you. Sometimes I forget how beanies work. Well, now I can't get the exact same color, so I'm kind of annoyed. Fine. We'll do, like you said. I wish you all could hear this playlist right now. I wish you all could hear this playlist right now. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that actually looks like a beanie. And then we could do a mullet. With you. Let me zoom in. I'm doing this too far out. That's why it looks like shit. Maybe having part of it pop out from the sides could help with the silhouette. Yeah. Good call. Good call. I'm not an artist, but I am trying. Probably even more. Sorry, I'm getting spammed. 1 second. Not spammed, but. And then from here, we could do stripes. Yeah, there we go. What do we think? I think that looks good. I think that's a sound emo design. Or oh, I have a thought. Here comes a thought. No, that's too much. Is that too much? I think that's too much. That might be too much. Was it better with the gray? It was better with the gray. If it's with the pink hair, it might be a bit much. I agree. It will be with the pink hair, and then I'm planning on doing either blue strands or a blue underlayer. I think this is where we call the outfit done. I think this is where we call it done. I think we're good. I think this is where we call it. I think this outfit's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was to start. Not what I meant to do. Oh, I'm drawing that on the wrong layer. That's why. Please. No! I control Z'd a few too many times. Ugh. That was so bad. We could have lost so much progress. I hate when my tongue accidentally sticks out on the model because I'm not doing anything with my tongue. It just does that. All right, y'all. This is our final look. Thoughts? Opinions? I think it's pretty sound. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna say final design, and then it's probably gonna be updated more. Hopefully this is a new outfit that actually makes it into a model. Which is why I'm gonna privatize the stream. Oh, so none of you know. Me who's made clips of the stream. Alrighty, y'all. I still have it open, so if we change our mind and we want to add something, we can. But for right now, that is all I'm going to do with it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do with it for now. My throat, watch me while I choke. I can't breathe in, I can't breathe out. You're my fear, you're my doubt. Alright, I gotta make a temporary thumbnail. We're gonna do that, and that'll be the last of what we do for today. Do I have any good backgrounds? I don't think I do. It's around my throat, watch me while I choke. Pray for them. Can't breathe in, can't breathe out. You're my fear and you're my doubt, I know. Placeholder. This thumbnail is a placeholder. Yeah, that's fire. That's really funny. Road, watch me while I choke. I can't breathe in, can't breathe out. You're my fear and you're my doubt, I know. Alrighty. I gotta try and get some food in me because I've barely eaten all day. Even though I'm not really hungry, I know I need to go and eat something. So I'm gonna go try and do that now. I love you all. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and send you all over someone. Let's see who we can send you all over to. Oh, I really don't ever have the opportunity to raid into this person, so we can definitely do this person. Alrighty, y'all. Let me go ahead and plug all my stuff. If you want to keep up to date with everything me, you can check out all my socials there. If you want to join the Starfield and keep up to date with the community, If you want to keep up to date with the community, by all means, you can join the Discord right there. And this is going to be our raid message for the night. What's up, Death? You're among me streaming at the... Maybe. Maybe. I can multitask. I can multitask. Alrighty, y'all. I love you. Mwah. You all get a big kiss. Thanks, and damn cute and multitasking, but a catch. I know, right? Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, y'all. I love you all so much. I will see you all very, very soon. I'll try and stream early next week. I don't have any plans early next week except for work orientation, so we'll see if I have anything else to do work-wise next week. Probably not. But thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you all. And again, use the raid message right there. And we are going to send you over to Dan the Draco King, who's doing a repo collab right now. So make sure that you share all the love over to Dan, as he absolutely deserves all of your love and support. Thanks again for being here, and I will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.